So lately, I've been thinking, I've been pondering whether or not I should be uploading these specific battles and turning them into a completely new series or not. Welcome guys, welcome viewers. Today we are having a mono-type battle. And lately I've been doing a lot of battling on my free time, and I'm actually doing a lot of mono-type battles. And this is obviously a mono dark type team that I have, but I have also done mono flying, mono poison, and mono ground too. And I figured I'm going to compile all these battles into a little series. It's not going to be that much different, but I'm going to showcase you guys mono type battles back to back from now on, just for a short while. And I also have a comment question today for my viewers. Are you gonna be picking up Pokemon Sun or Moon? Or maybe both? But please leave it in the comment section. I'm sort of leaning towards Pokemon Sun, but anyway, I'm gonna get on to it now. Like I have stated before, I am bringing a mono dark type team. And coincidentally, my opponent Derpkey is bringing a mono steel type team. Very ballsy of her to actually lead off with the Metagross, simply because I do have a pure dark team. Excadrill is coming out. I just went ahead and go for a foul play. Foul play is a great move. It uses your opponent's attack, and obviously Excadrill has massive attack. And I know for a fact I can live one rock slide like easily, so easily. And as long as he doesn't flinch me, I am good to go. But of course he flinches me. I'm like, damn, holy crap. Well, he could stay and go for another rock slide, sure. And as a matter of fact, he does. And would I go for a foul play this turn? No, of course not. I'm going to go for a roost. With Life Orb damage, the Excadrill does faint. So there's no point for me to go for a foul play. I actually went ahead and go for a roost. Thank God. Thank Arceus. I did not get 2 flinches in a row. Like, geez, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, mono dark team. I probably will follow up another mono type team next. Here's a little hint. The next type will be weak to psychic and ground. There you guys go. Big hint right there. Thankfully I did live one ice beam. Now my opponent could have actually well yeah, actually her best move is probably ice beam. And I don't think I could take too many more Ice Beams, so I'm switching out, you know. Mandibuzz, you did a lot, like no joke. So I'm gonna go into the Tyranitar. And I want to clarify something. This Tyranitar is my Dragon Dancing Mega Tyranitar. However, I took out Earthquake on my Tyranitar simply so I can give it Stealth Rocks. Because amongst all of my Dark Pokemon, I don't have a single Pokemon that can, you know, use any hazards. So I actually took out the Earthquake and gave it Stealth Rocks. But now that I think about it, yeah, Stealth Rocks is completely useless on my opponent's team because she has a fucking Steel type team, you know? And of course I have no Earthquake. I have to go for my strongest attack. Maybe I can get a critical, or maybe I can just drop her defense, right? Nope, none of that. She does go for that Aura Sphere, and that will 4 times destroy the living shit out of me. Oh, and that critical. Oh yeah, that critical absolutely mattered. I'm just kidding. Of course it did not. I'm gonna go Umbreon. Yes, it's revealed he does have Aura Sphere, but I know Umbreon can take it. Like, come on, this is Umbreon. That Aura Sphere doesn't even do half. It did like 30%, 25%. Throw up a Wish. I do have Protect, so I could just go for a Protect and it'd be at full HP. And I don't have Toxic, and I'm glad I don't have Toxic because, yeah, my opponent's team is Steel type. So, you know, it's like Stealth Rocks and Toxic is just completely useless against her. I don't really care. I'm just gonna go for foul play. That's fine. Genesect has pretty paper thin defenses. So, let's look. Let's take a look. And yeah, that foul play did pretty awesome. What could Genesect do? Well, I guess he could go for U-turn or Bug Buzz. I'm pretty sure I'll go for U-turn because Umbreon is usually more specially defensive than physically defensive. I knew I can take one. I really did not want to switch out to give my opponent any switch priority, knowing that Umbreon could live one U-turn. So I'm staying in, right? I went for Moonlight now. Oh yeah, I have Moonlight and Wish. And it's awesome. I love it. Umbreon works so well against pivoters, like U-turners. It's like, so what, if he goes for a U-turn, you know what? I can just go for Moonlight. I don't even have to waste 2 turns and go for a Wish. How great is that? Now, I'm really expecting a Hammer Arm. And it is also revealed this Metagross is Mega Metagross. So, Mega Metagross with Tough Claws using Hammer Arm. Like, geez, nothing in my team wants to take that except for Sableye. I went for the very obvious. Actually, no, I did not. I was baiting my opponent to think that I would go for a will-o-wisp, but instead of going for a will-o-wisp, I went for a substitute. Get that free sub, you know? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go for that will-o-wisp now. Thankfully, my opponent is not bringing a mono fire type team, so at least I can burn her whole fucking team if I want to. I don't know if this Jirachi is special or physical, because she's just gonna set up her mid-game rocks. Hey, that is fine. I still do have my Defogger in my team, so technically I could bring it out anytime I want, but let's just see. Let's just see what this Jirachi is gonna do. I want to see what this Jirachi will do to fade my substitute. But instead of going for any attack, she's gonna go for a Wish. So I'm thinking, okay, so Stealth Rock's Wish. We still have no idea what this Jirachi does. I don't care. Sure, Jirachi has some sort of recovery move, so technically she can stall me out, but I don't really care. I'm safely behind the substitute, so I'm just gonna keep unleashing Nightshade. And thankfully, she also doesn't have any, normal types in her team. So, she has Iron Head. I'm like, alright, that's cool, but, I did burn you, so Iron Head is obviously not going to quite do enough. I love will-o-wisp. It's probably one of my favorite status-inducing moves ever. Don't get me wrong, I like moves like Glare, Thunder Wave, and Toxic too, but something about will-o-wisp, man. She's gonna go for another Wish. I could see why. She wants to stay in as much as she can, so that she can finally break one of my subs. And that is fine. I'm not even sure if 2 Iron Heads can break my substitute. That's just being honest. But we'll see. She's switching out, so she doesn't even want to try. And she's gonna actually toss up her Wish and give it to this Dialga. Like I said, my Tyranitar did not have Earthquake. However, I do have a Sharpedo. I do have a Mega Sharpedo that has Earthquake. So that would actually do some damage to her team, but I'm pretty sure my Mega Sharpedo's Earthquake is not going to kill the Dialga from this range. Let's just be honest. Dialga is pretty bulky. It's really strong and terrifying, but it's also actually very bulky too. And of course, even if I burn this Dialga, it doesn't quite matter because this Dialga is a special attacker and it would just fade my substitute. Finally. Now I could stay in and just keep going for substitute, priority substitute until this burn slowly finishes off this Dialga. But at the same time, substitute will also deteriorate my HP too. I'm gonna go to Umbreon back again. For sure he's gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, and that is fine. If I can take an Aura Sphere, I can take an yeah, look at that. I love Umbreon. It walls Ubers and legendaries so well. Everyone should have an Umbreon. Everyone should use an Umbreon occasionally. Because look at this, Umbreon is eating up Dragon Pulses and Aura Sphere coming from the oh so powerful Sinnoh legendary Dialga. The god of time. And Umbreon still eats it up so freaking well. And of course, she is forced to switch out because I do have Wish. Back into Jirachi, very low HP. I actually could have went for the foul play right there, but I really want to play it safe, I don't want to get any critical on me, so best I use Wish. Now, Jirachi, what could Jirachi do? I don't care, I'm gonna go for foul play. Turns out it has Thunder Wave. I'm like, no! So it has Thunder Wave and Iron Head, and that kinda sucks. I have Synchronize, but it doesn't matter because this Jirachi is burned, so unfortunately, he lands that foul play. But I do have Heal Bell actually, so all is not lost. I'm doing relatively okay so far. But I mean, keep in mind, the Metagross and the Dialga is still alive, and not to mention, this Metagross is at completely full HP. I don't have, well, I do have my Sableye, but, wait, do I have my Sableye? I'm not sure, but I went for the Wish, because I knew I can take one Hammer Arm. Not very well, but I could take it. I could go for Protect here. Actually, do I have Protect? I don't have Protect. Jeez. Okay, I went for the Sableye here now, if he wants to go for a Meteor Mash. He does go for a Meteor Mash. Now, I'm not sure if I could have lived that or not, but I'm just so glad she missed that Meteor Mash. And not to mention, Meteor Mash has a very good chance of improving Metagross's attack by 1 stage. So we'll see. Burn Meteor Mash I can live for sure, but it doesn't even do half. So that makes me think, like, there's actually a very good chance I could live with like 1 or 2 HP with an unburned Meteor Mash. But more importantly, I'm so glad I finally burned this offensive behemoth Metagross. And like, even burning this Metagross, like, he still does almost like 2-hit KOs to me. That's how friggin' impressive Metagross is. Especially like Adamant Nature Metagrosses, man. Like, they just put a huge dent in everyone's team. Gonna go to Bisharp now. I figured I'd probably just go for another Meteor Mash. Or actually, he'll go for a Bullet Punch. Yeah, because I was sitting at such low HP with Sableye. And I could actually just outspeed him and just go for the Sucker Punch. I could go for a knockoff, but I was really scared that he might actually just stay and go for Hammer Arm. But she actually switched out, so yeah. I could have went for the knockoff instead, but you know, I really want to play it safe. Hammer Arm is very dangerous. Now, probably like a Surf or a Scald. So I might have to go back to my special defensive wall, but you know, there is Stealth Rocks, and yeah. I'm not sure if I can take it. Well, actually I do. I live with like 1 HP, but does it really matter? 1 HP or 5 HP, it doesn't quite matter because I'm paralyzed and this Empoleon will outspeed me and just go for another song. So offensive Empoleon with Ice Orb. Even Umbreon cannot live up to that. That's fine. Umbreon did so much already. I cannot complain. Now I figured, you know what, let's bring him out. Right here, right now. I'm going to bring out my Sharpedo. You go for that Protect, you know, grab that yeah, speed boost, because he does, my opponent does have a Metagross and the Dialga, which are not slow Pokemon at all, so I need a speed boost. And now I'm gonna go for the Mega Evolution, and I'm gonna go use that Earthquake. I'm so glad at least one of my Pokemon has Earthquake. This is what I love about mono type battles. It's just so nice to see which types, which of your favorite types can do the best. Despite having the Choice Scarf, I actually still outspeed the Genesect. I was very surprised because Genesect is actually very fast to begin with, but thankfully that speed boost, you know, mattered. Metagross is coming out. He has no choice but to go for that Bullet Punch, do as much as he can. I don't even need to go for an Earthquake. I'm going to go for my Strong Jaw Crunch, and that will finish off Metagross. And I believe my opponent has one more Pokemon left, and it is that dreadful, dreadful Dialga. Don't get me wrong, I love Dialga. It's a really awesome Pokemon, and I love its design, but this Dialga did so much damage to my team. It needs to go down. And there you have it. Dark versus Steel. Hope you guys enjoy this Sharpedo sweep. If you guys do like this Sharpedo sweep, please let me know by liking this video. And as always, please share your opinion. What game will you pick? Pokemon Sun or Moon? And make sure to subscribe. Thank you everyone for watching. See you on the next Monotype battle.